Evan Riley with my book, Visitor from a Distant Star. Let's continue on where we left off from last week. It says the audience came to Egypt during the first year reign of Pharaoh Khufu. Raoul was doing his best not to stand out and certainly didn't care if he ever encountered the Pharaoh. But an incident would force him into the limelight and audience with King Khufu. One day, 6 months after the audience arrival to Ur and Egypt, Kezia came running into the campground looking for Raoul. Almost out of breath, the Sumerian girl found her friend and employer along the banks of the Nile. Raoul was tending to his beehives. Once the many beehives that Raoul had planned to have were in operation, even the farmers would benefit as the bees would pollinate their crops. The lotus plants floating all along the banks of the river would also benefit as a result of the bees. Raoul, Kezia gasped. Something terrible is happening in Memphis. People are being struck down by a plague. They must have angered the gods. No one has angered the gods, the audience thought. Kezia, calm down, Raoul said as he stopped his young assistant. Catch your breath and tell me all about it. He added as he gently placed his hands on the girl's shoulders. Kezia went on to explain what had started to transpire 3 days earlier. Some type of evil sickness had struck a certain area of the city. This part of the city was where many of the servants and slaves lived. Dozens were sick and lying helpless. Those who were well were in fear of getting too close to those stricken. Raoul listened on as his young assistant explained what had occurred. So we'll stop here then. You can find my book, Visitor from a Distant Star, on Amazon.com books.